Good evening. My name is Ebony, and I'm a generational empowerment pusher. It is my duty and my honor to help people reach their purpose, to help people understand that the traumas of life are nothing but stepping stones to their success. We're going to go through the highs and we're going to go through the lows. But one thing we're not going to do is we're not going to stop. We're undefeated. We're relentless, and we're warriors, champions of warriors. Warriors of champions, whatever you want to call it. One thing I can also say is that we're rare breeds. There's no one like you. There's no one like me. We got a job to fulfill. We got a purpose that we're called to do. And we cannot, we cannot fall short of it. So my job is to make sure that you know the steps that you need to take, whether it's just the steps that you decide you want to take along the way that'll help you out. And, you know, I want to just encourage you to just keep going. I don't care what the obstacle look like. I don't care what the missing piece of the puzzle may be, because it's all working together for your good in Romans 8:28. So be unstoppable. When people hear your name, I want them to know that you're the person that never gave up. You may have failed 7 times, but you got up all 7 times. Every time they look at you, you're going to be doing better than you were the last time they saw you. People will always have something to say about you. So make sure it's that I don't eat. That's exactly how I want them people to think when they say your name out their mouth. I thought she would never make it. I thought he would never make it. Did you see last time? They had lost it all. Now look at them. Oh my goodness, they're entrepreneurs. Their conversation is ownership. They have come through so much, and look at them. They're man. I would have never thought. That's why you can't put your mouth on God's chosen, because you would have never thought. And He makes it that way. He has them on purpose in plain sight, just to pull out people's intentions, to see where people's heart posture really are. And if you fail that test, you'll lose out on that good person. Because chosen ones don't come along often. They're rare, they're once in a lifetime. You'll spend the rest of your life trying to find a person. I'm not going to say that it's better, but the character, the heart, the loyalty, they're irreplaceable. They're strictly irreplaceable. That's why you got to be careful. You never know when you're entertaining an angel. God's chosen. They're not to be played with. They're heavily protected. And you, my generational curse breaker. What don't kill you make you stronger. Period. We got a long way to go, but look how far we came. And the thing about it is, you want to enjoy the journey. You don't want to be so rushed to do anything, because rush stuff doesn't last long. You want to learn what you're doing. You want to learn more about you. You want to learn different technique. You want to learn different strategies. You want to fail at things. That's how you become successful, because you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. And not only that, you can now help another person. And that's what it's all about, this world. It's all about good and giving and receiving, reciprocation. What you put out is what you get back. So make sure you're doing good. Make sure you're speaking good. Make sure you're encouraging somebody. But most of all, make sure you're showing up for yourself. That way you have the strength to do so. Don't be so empty pouring into everybody else's cup that you leave yourself empty. That's something that you have to work on. You have to take the necessary steps to fill your own cup, whether it's meditate, write in your journal, pray, get you some rest, start your project, Put yourself in isolation for a couple of weeks off social media, off sugar, off fried food, whatever it is to you that you indulge in so much that you know it's like, whew. Because sometimes the food you eat is what actually gives you the nightmares and the warfare. And, you're your own worst enemy. You're causing your own self internal warfare. So we're going to continue to strive to be better than we were the day before. We are limitless beings. We don't have any limits. We serve a big God who can do big things. So how dare we limit him? What's in he is in us, so how can we limit him? How can we limit ourselves? We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. So through the good, through the bad, through the highs, through the lows, you continue to be great because greater is in you. Continue to show out to the world, holding nothing back. You can't be watering yourself down because people can't handle you 100 proof. Remember whose you are and what you're called to do. Whether you understand that or not yet, everything you go through each day leads you more and more to your purpose. And if it's not your time, then it's not your time. But when it is your time, God's going to start leaving you breadcrumbs and you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, it was all leading up to this. This is it. This is what you want me to do. This is why I went through what I went through. It makes so much sense now. Now I realize the power that I've had all along. I just never tapped into it. Because, when you're going through life struggles, you think you're the weakest thing. You think you're the unnoticeable thing. You think you're the worthless thing, but you're really not. It's how you come out of that makes you powerful, relentless. Not while you're going through it. Because when you come out of it, that's when you got the lessons learned. That's when you got the added layer of strength. That's when you got the most knowledge. See, when you're in something, you're not thinking about any of those things. All you're thinking is, how can I get out? Lord, get me out of the situation. Even though you may have put yourself in there. But again, it's all working together for your good. And God knows you. He knew you before you even formed in his mother's womb, in your mother's womb. So he won't hold you accountable for that. He just gonna make sure you learn that lesson before you get out that season. And if you don't, you'll repeat that season and you'll repeat it again. It's like a test that you fail. You're gonna keep taking that test until you pass it. But you have to understand where you went wrong. He said the path is already set for you. I already cleared the way. I just need you to walk in it. Some of us get off our path, let's be honest. The hardest thing in the world is to walk with Christ. It's the hardest thing in the world. Because you can't do what you want to do. You can't say what you want to say. You can't be around who you want to be around. Your life is not your own. That's why a lot of people don't want to do it. A lot of people just are comfortable in the wilderness. They're comfortable in their desert. They're comfortable in their poverty. They're comfortable in their lack mentality. They're comfortable. But see, we children of Christ, because when you get in that word, all you see is abundance, prosperity, just goodness of the Lord, exceedingly abundantly. We are the lender and not the borrower. We are the head and not the tail. We are above and never beneath. We can't think like we used to think. We expect for his word to come to pass because those are his promises over our lives. We're not just out here making that stuff up. Those are God's promises over our lives. The same with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Job, and Esther, and Ruth, and David, and Joseph. These are all God's promises. I'll make your name great. I'll make you ruler over many nations. Because you have been faithful over small, I'll make you ruler over much. He said, you'll be persecuted for walking with me. You'll be talked about and slandered for walking with me. But you must endure. Do not get weary in well doing. After you have suffered a while, then I will establish you. That's why we keep going. Because his word will not return to him void. If he said it, he's going to do it. God will make a way out of no way. Out of no way. Like he did with Lazarus. Like he did with the lame man. Like he did with the woman of the issue of blood. Like he did with the 3 Hebrew boys. Like he did with Daniel in the den. Like he did with David and Goliath. Like he did with Moses in the Red Sea. Help me, Holy Ghost. He is a waymaker. He is a miracle worker. He is the El Shaddai, Jehovah Jireh. He is the great I am. There's no one greater. And we'll look crazy doing it all because we got radical faith. Because when you remember what he said in his word, you can't help but keep pushing. Can't help but keep pushing. So no matter what you're going through, no matter what it looks like, no matter how many times you want to give up, God will not let you fail. He will not let you fail. Every time they see you, you're going to be doing better than you was the last time they saw you. Every time they see you, they're going to know you was with God in that secret place. Every time they see you, they're going to know you got favor all over you. Because that's what happened when you walk with Christ. Everything you touch turns to gold. There's favor everywhere you go. The oil is just exuding from you. Your purpose is being fulfilled. Even if you walk away, God will still be waiting for you to come back. And it may be something in your life that'll make you fall on your knees to come back to Christ. And He's just waiting for you. He's just waiting for you. Because He already knows your heart. He already knows what you're going to do. He already knows that you're weak in your flesh. Temptation is easy for you. But as you get older, you put away childish things. You see differently. You hear differently. You're on a spiritual level. This is deeper than religion. Religion has so many stipulations. Being spiritual doesn't. We're spiritual beings. We're in this world, but we're not of this world. And we're all here for a purpose. All children of God. So what I want you to do, I want you to go forth. I want you to remember this message, play it back, send it to a friend. Educate yourself in all areas that you know that will help you grow. Write down your feelings, your emotions, the things in your mind that you're going through that, you sometimes they replay over and over. Just try to write it down. It could turn into a book. But we're gonna keep going. It's okay to, get away from the words sometimes and watch a movie or go out with some friends or take yourself out to eat self-love. That's self-care is number one. It's definitely number one. Do something today that'll make yourself happy. Do something every day that you'll wake up the next day and be proud that you did the day before. Every day is a chance to be better than you were. Every day is a chance for you to shine your light. Every day is a chance for you to do the impossible with God by your side. Every day is a chance for you to show up and show out. Because he said you shine so bright. You're a star on the hill that can't be hidden. You're the salt of the earth. You're the cornerstone. He'll make a way out of no way for you. So why you got your head down? Believe in the Lord. Let him do what he said he was going to do for you. Your time is now. You're made for more. You will do more. And more is in store for you. I think I preached to myself in this message. God is good. And all the time, God is good. Keep your head up, conqueror. It's not over. Every day you wake up is proof of that. Go be unapologetically you and do the great things that you were called to do. Not looking back, not worrying about nobody else, but continuing to be the rare breed that you are. They don't make them like you. God broke the mold when he made you. You're one of his most prized possessions. More precious than rubies and gold. You're heavily protected. You got a big mission. He's going to give you the provision for the vision. I know you may get frustrated. I know you want to quit. I know you want to curse and scream and cry. I know you keep asking, why me? And it's simple. Why not you? Nobody else does it like you. You're bold. You're creative. You're authentic. You're loyal. You're dependable. You're a good mother, good father. You're on God's list for greatness. You go for what you want. You're a superb speaker. You lend a helping hand without asking for nothing in return. You help others fix their crowns. You get out of bed every day. You get out of bed every day. You don't know what the day is going to bring, but you put on that full armor of God And you always step to the front line and say, "Bring it, world. Here I am. God, what do you want me to do today? How can I be a better servant for you today? Who can I serve, Father, for you?" Every day. Lord, not my way, but your way. I don't know, Father, you do. What we doing today? You 10 toes down in this thing. So why not you? God don't play when it come to you. And he wants you to be fruitful and multiply. He already said you got dominion. So what you waiting for? Go take all that's yours. The earth is yielding it to you. God said, I don't care about credit. I don't care about your finances. I don't care about none of that. Because if you do what I told you to do, you won't need none of that to get where I'm taking you. He said, let me guide you. I'll open doors for you that no man can shut. I am the key. He said, while you sleep, I'm doing stuff. You'll be debt free. You have a brand new car outside your house, paid for. He said, let me handle it. I just need you to be obedient, my child, and fulfill the purpose that I have for your life, which is shining the light to people in the dark. It may come with trial and tribulations, but he's prepared you for a time such as this, just like he prepared David and Goliath. David had been herding sheep and killing lions, tigers, and bears, and Saul tried to get him to put some armor on. David said, no, I don't need that. I just need a rock. I don't need all that. See, you don't need to know how big your Goliath is when you know how big your God is. He'll take it down. God got you. He will never leave you, never forsake you. So to my generational curse breakers, let's get in position because we got work to do. Can't nobody do it but you. You were called. You were chosen. You were anointed and appointed. God said through you, change is going to come for generations. So don't let yourself down, but realize that even if you want to give up, you won't be able to. You won't be able to. It's not on you, it's in you. And when the spirit get in you, ain't no turning back. So go be great, because greater is in you. And go be amazing and have an amazing day, because you are amazing. Don't let nobody else tell you different. If God be for you, who can be against you? Make it a no worries day.